everybody. Welcome back to the Family History Project magazine. This is the September edition already. Can you believe it? What's going on, Michael?
We have a really cool biography on our second great-grandfather, Heinrich Justus Gerlt.
It's really good. This is the best one we've done.
I think he had an interesting life. He did a lot of things.
So don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel. Family History Project magazine starts now.
(1814), a world in turmoil. The British marched into Washington, burned the White House down as the War of 1812 raged on. On September the 2nd, a raid on Alexandria resulted in a British victory. On the other side of the world, in Prussia, King Frederick Wilhelm III was on the throne. Prussia was in tatters after a brutal defeat by Napoleon in 1806 and the collapse of the government. But in Jundy, Hanover, Prussia, now Germany, Johann Justus Gerlt and his wife Marie Christine Bett were bringing their third son, Heinrich Justus, into the world. 1838, in early summer, after traveling some 114 miles from Jundy to Bremen, Heinrich boarded the Bremen bark Atlantic ship and set sail for America, landing in New York in September, joining his brother, Christopher Friedrich Gerlt, and from New York they traveled west to St. Louis, Missouri. November the 14th, 1839, both Heinrich and his brother Christopher declared their intent of becoming a United States citizen in Morgan County, Missouri. On August the 31st, 1843, Heinrich Gerlt marries Mary Walker in Benton County, Missouri. Together they had 3 children: 1846, James Albert; 1849, Sarah Elizabeth; and 1852, Hiram Howard Gerlt. Their mother, Mary, died at the young age of 38 in 1853 in Stover, Morgan County, and is buried in the Gerlt family cemetery on their farm. 1848, Morgan County, Heinrich Justus Gerlt becomes a citizen of the United States of America and began buying various pieces of property around the Little Buffalo area in southern Morgan County, Missouri. On September the 14th, 1854, Heinrich Gerlt marries Mahalia Jane Kaufman in Versailles, Morgan County, Missouri. It was around this time that Heinrich began using the Americanized name of Henry. The newlywed couple began raising their family, while Henry worked on the farm and the huge amount of livestock he owned. Mahalia took care of the children, and they were 1855, William Nicholas; 1856, Henry Justus Jr., 1858, Mary Ann Catherine; 1860, Christopher Friedrich; 1861, the United States was ripped into by the Civil War. Henry was a Union supporter. However, Morgan County was filled with Southern supporters, one of which was Francis Mentir, a neighbor. 1862, doing his patriotic duty, Henry turned Francis into the provost marshal as a traitor and an enemy of his newly adopted country. 1862, Jacob Benjamin Gerlt was born. In 1864, John Wesley Gerlt was born. And during 1864, with his wife pregnant with John Wesley, Francis Mentir would have his revenge On the 20th of June, Frances and several of his Confederate friends confronted Henry at home. Fearing for her life, Mahalia grabbed little Jacob Benjamin and fled to the field, hiding Jacob under a cast-iron cauldron. Back at the house, Francis and his friends ransacked the house, looking for money and gold that was supposedly hid behind a brick in the fireplace. Then they dragged Henry out to the woods, hung him, and left. Mahalia found him and cut him down. The mob returned later in the night when they got word that Henry was still alive. They once again took him out to the woods and hung him again, this time shooting Henry, making sure he was dead. Henry, along with both his wives, are buried in the Gerlt family cemetery on their farm on Little Buffalo Road in Stover, Morgan County, Missouri.